Hey guys, what's up? Crafty Sheep here with another Story Sundays, where we look in the horror visual novel genre. This is called Tomato Clinic. It's about donating blood to vampires, from what I understand. So, this might be a little bit longer one. The videos that I saw averaged around 40 minutes or so. So it might be a little bit longer than my usual ones, but it just seemed really interesting, so we're gonna get straight into it. I've never seen it played before, I've never played it before. Oh god. Crafty Sheepy. And Crafty Sheep works. She, her. Oh my god, I can pick my hairstyle. It's only got a couple options here. Okay. Are you okay with the name Crafty Sheep? You can change your pronouns at any time. Yes. There, I got the form all filled out. I really should have got that done before actually coming here. Looks like nobody else is here yet, though, so I'm safe. It's weird that there aren't any employees here yet either, though. Would it be rude just to yell and see if anybody's in? ... I mean, if nobody's here, then nobody will think it's rude, right? Hello? Anybody in? Who are you and why are you yelling? Sorry, I didn't think anyone was in. Then why the heck did you yell? I don't know, I get nervous in unfamiliar situations. Wait, what? I'm Crafty Sheep, here for the tour. This is the Tomato Clinic, right? Oh heck, is that today? What, don't tell me I got the date wrong. I'm so sorry, I'll come back later, or never, if that'd be better. Just calm down for a sec, let me check the calendar. Oh, it does start today. Phew, I was worried I screwed that up. I didn't see any other students here, so I thought that maybe I had the wrong place. It's because you're the only one who signed up. Ha 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 ha. Wait, you're not joking? Nope, it's just you. Marie said we didn't get any other applicants. Or applications. Who's Marie? My boss. She should be here any minute. Welcome, you must be here for the tour. Wait, where'd you come from? Boss, you're gonna scare away our only applicant if you keep jumping out like that. I'm just trying to be friendly. Oh wait, I forgot to ask. Do you have your application form? Yes, right here. So your name is Crafty Sheep? Yes, that's me. Cool, my name's Marie. Nice to meet you. Gakudo? Gakudo, did you introduce yourself yet? I would have, but you decided to jump attack me. Gakudo, that's no excuse to be rude. Ugh. The name's Gakudo. Nice to meet you, I guess. It's nice to meet both of you. I'm excited to be here. You know what we do here, then? I did some research ahead of time, but there wasn't too much on the website. It's a blood donation clinic, right? God. Gakuto. Gosh darn it, why would you come for a tour if the idea makes you uncomfortable? Yes, this is a blood donation clinic. Yes, both me and Marie are vampires. Got a problem with that? No, I just haven't been to a place like this before. I'm a bit nervous, that's all. Gakudo, don't be so mean. And don't worry about it, Crafty Sheep. We're pretty new to this, too. Actually, you're our very first tourist. How's that supposed to be reassuring? Anyone, no point in talking out here. Anyone? I think it means anyway. No point in talking out here. Let's head inside so I can talk a bit about what we do. Follow me. You can't put your backpack down behind the... You can put your backpack down behind the counter if you don't want to carry it. Oh, that'd be... great, thanks. I guess I should follow them in. Where did they... So what do you think? What do I think of what? This room. Oh, it's very nice. It feels kind of homey. It's a bit different from what I expected, though. Different? Well, it looks kind of like a cafe. Oh, that's because it is a cafe. Huh? I thought this was a blood donation clinic. It is, but it also functions as a cafe. When I started this place, my goal was to make it a place where people can relax. Blood donations sound really scary, right? Adding vampires just makes it scarier. What? No, that's not... It's okay. I know most humans are afraid of us. That's part of why I started this place. I want to make a place where humans could get to understand vampires a bit better. And that's why I prepared this. ... What is this? A quiz on vampires. It's very short, so don't worry, and it's okay if you get things wrong. We just want to check what people's general knowledge of vampires is. Just shout my name when you're done. Where does she go? I guess I should fail this quiz, though. Doesn't look too long, so I should be okay. Let's see. Oh, nice. Multiple choice. Where do vampires get most of their nutrition? From blood? Blood, obviously. Not sure why this is even a question. Let's check out the next question. What happens to vampires when exposed to sunlight? They turn to dust. I mean, I've definitely read that before in a book, so it's probably true. Let's take a look at the next one. What do you use to ward off vampires? The cross, close to garlic, or none of the above? It's supposed to be both. I'm gonna go with the cross. I think this is the right one. I'm not sure what my reasoning is, though. I'm not too sure about my answer. No point worrying about it, though, I guess. On to the next question. Where do vampires sleep? Probably in beds. Coffins feel a bit too on the nose, and everyone has to sleep sometime, right? Oh, looks like the next question is the last one. What can vampires turn into? It's supposed to be both. Nothing. This is a stupid question. Why is the quiz suddenly being so confrontational? I guess this is probably the right answer then. Anyway, that's all the questions. I should call for, what was her name again? Marie? Are you finished, Crafty Sheep? Ack! I mean, yes, I'm finished. Great, just let me check your answers then. So how did I do? Why don't we go through the questions together? You got the first one right. We do get most of our nutrition from blood. If it's okay for me to ask, how does that work exactly? It'd be a really lengthy explanation if I get too into it. Like, think of how you eat food and your body turns that into energy for you, right? For us, we do the same, just with blood. While we eat regular food too, while we can eat regular food too, we don't process it well. It's kind of like junk food to us. Oh, so does it really give you the nutrition you... So it doesn't really give you the nutrition you need. Exactly, I'm glad you get it. So far, question 2. We don't turn into dust in the sun. That would be really inconvenient. Of course, sorry, that was stupid of me. Every vampire, everything, except for, not True Blood. I can't think of the name of it. The Sparkly Vampire series that I didn't watch. Everyone except for that, they turned to dust. Of course, sorry, that was stupid of me. Haha, I wouldn't say stupid, but maybe a bit silly. You can't believe everything you read in books. We vampires get sunburns if we're in the sun too long. How long is too long? Well, it depends on the vampire. Most of us will get bad sunburns in less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes? Do you just stay inside all the time? Nah, we just use sunscreen with a very high SPF. And make sure to cover our skin as much as possible when heading out in the day. All the windows on Tomato Clinic are specifically made to cut the UV too. This way we can enjoy the daylight without the sunburns. I thought vampires liked the night. No, we're just forced to only go out at night before. Now we have modern technology to help us. Oh, that's pretty cool, right? Let's look at the next question then. We're not actually scared of crosses, haha. Really? There are actually Christian vampires too. And vampires that believe in other religions, and atheist vampires too. Is the answer garlic then? Nah, the answer is none of the above. There's no one thing you can use to ward away vampires. Like how there's no one thing you can use to ward away humans. Then why do people think that stuff like a cross and garlic will work? I think it's just one of those weird urban legends. After all, it's very easy to come up with things like this. If you don't know any vampires in real life. Huh. Moving on to the sleeping question. Nice, you got another one right. We vampires just sleep in beds. Vampires get aches and pains just like humans. So honestly, coffins would be pretty uncomfortable. Oh, I guess that's true. Now for the last question. Another right answer. We actually can't turn into anything. Yeah, I guess it was kind of a stupid question. No questions are stupid. But the quiz said, I was just Gakuto. I think he was annoyed. He thought the quiz was a stupid idea. I think it's a nice way of teaching people about vampires, though. What do you think as our first human quiz taker? I thought it was nice. It helped correct a lot of my assumptions. I'm glad. I'll be sure to let Gakuto know, too. I asked him to write the questions, and he was very annoyed about it. I'm sure he'll be happy to know his work was worthwhile. Will he? He didn't seem very cheerful earlier. Oh, that's just how he is. Don't worry. Anyway, let's check your score. You got 3 out of 5 questions right. Well, that's better than I expected. Yeah, you did pretty well. I'll give you a chance to try again later, too. Hopefully you'll remember the answers next time. Now that we've got the icebreaker done, though, we can start on one of our vampire culture experiences. What? For the tour. You didn't think it was going to be all quizzes, did you? Honestly, I really wasn't sure what I signed up for. Well, soon you can find out. We've got a lot of fun activities set up for you. Or Gakuto has, at least. I'll go get him. Marie seems very energetic. It's nice. This whole place is pretty nice, actually. The decor is cute and the general atmosphere is relaxing. What, did you expect it to be red satin and bats? No, Then what were you expecting? Well, maybe I was kind of expecting something like that. More candles and chandeliers, maybe. Chandeliers were vampires, not Victorians. Sorry, I just want to see vampires in the media. Yeah, I know. Sorry to bite your head off. Figure of speech. I know there's a lot of weird stereotypes about us. That's why Marie set this clinic up and why I'm helping out. It's really nice of you. Yeah, sure. How'd the quiz go, anyway? Oh, the quiz? I did pretty well, I think. Oh? Yeah, I surprised myself, actually. Gotta say I'm surprised, too. Anyway, I'm supposed to be your tour guide. First up on the activity list is the Vampire Sunscreen Routine! Gah! What? Is that some kind of vampire talent? What? Oh, you mean how Marie just appears out of nowhere? I wish. That's just a Marie thing. Anyway, as Marie said, our Our first activity is a common part of a vampire's usual morning routine. While we'd like to go through the whole morning, we're currently a bit understaffed, as you can see. We only have the sunscreen bit set up so far. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Sunscreen? Well, as Marie told you earlier, vampires sunburn very easily, so we're very careful about applying sunscreen. So how is this supposed to work? Am I supposed to put sunscreen on you? What? No, that would be weird. We have a dummy for this. We're not using actual sunscreen. Let me just set it up. Gotta stand upright. Make sure it's secured. Okay. Is that supposed to be a vampire? A pretend one. There are a bunch of clothes for you to choose from. Goal is to pick an outfit appropriate for a vampire. Then you'll put sunscreen on. Or, well, fake sunscreen since our dummy is made of whiteboard. Just use this yellow marker to apply the sunscreen. Then I'll let you know how well your vampire outfit would fare in the sun. Sound good? Sounds fun. Sounds fun, I'm ready to start. Just stick on the fake clothes and the sunscreen and let me know when you're done. Got it. Long sleeves. Boots. Yes. I think that should be okay. Hey, Aragakuto. You done? I think so. Would you take a look? Okay. Well, first, the outfit. You gave them something to cover up their eyes, which is good. You can use sunscreen on skin, but it's hard to protect your eyes. For the sunscreen, though, you didn't put enough sunscreen. I didn't? It's actually a pretty common mistake for humans, too. You have to use a lot of sunscreen for it to actually be effective. If you don't put it on thickly and evenly, burns. Oh. I never thought about how much sunscreen you were supposed to put on. Usually just put on a little, if any at all. Well, that's because you can get away with it. Humans don't usually sunburn as badly as vampires do. If we're not careful about our sunscreen, though, well, let's just say that sunburns can hurt a lot. I'll bet. Anyway, that was the activity. The idea was to give you a little idea of what a vampire goes through. As a way to say, hey, we're just normal people trying to live our lives. It's kind of more boring than I expected. I always thought vampires were more, I don't know, sexy or scary or both. True, that's how we're often portrayed in media, but most of us are just boring people who buy a lot of sunscreen. Huh. Thanks for telling me about this. I never really thought about it before. Just doing my job. Anyway, I need to prep for the next activity. Wait here for a bit. ... I guess I'll do what Gakuto said. How was the activity? Eek! Oh, what? Sorry? How did you like the first activity? You know? The vampire sunscreen routine. Oh, that. It was pretty interesting. Oh, I'm really glad. It took a lot of time cutting the whiteboard into the right size. You cut it yourself? Yep, we're pretty short on funds, so most of our stuff here is DIY. Wow, that's amazing. Thanks, we try our best. Sorry, I got a bit off topic. I'm actually here because it's time for a requiz. A requiz? A chance for you to take our vampire quiz again. I think it should be pretty easy since you already know the answers now. I'll try my best. Here's a new sheet, just let me know when you're done. Okay, let's try this again. Where do vampires get most of their nutrition? Blood. What happens to vampires when they get exposed to sunlight? They get sunburns. What do you usually use to ward off vampires? None of the above. Where do vampires sleep? In beds. What can vampires turn into? Nothing. That's a stupid question. Okay, I'm done. Marie, I finished the quiz. That was fast. Let me see. Question 1 is correct. Vampire's main source of nutrition is blood. Let's check the next one. Correct. The sunlight. Vampires just get sunburns. Now for question 3. You got it right. There's no one thing you can use to ward off vampires. We'd rather you just tried to make friends with us. Let's take a look at question 4. Your answers are correct. Vampires need to sleep, and when they do, they sleep in beds, not coffins. Now for the last question. Correct. Vampires can't really turn into anything. No baths, no mist. That would be interesting if we could. Now that's a total score of 5 out of 5. Perfect. For that, you get a prize. A prize? Yep, here. A tomato pen. With this, you're part of the Tomato Club. Or what's that? A club of vampires and friends. You're the 3rd member. I hope you take your vampire knowledge and share it with your friends too. I'll try, and thank you for the pen. Cool, I think Akuto should be back soon anyway, so I'll leave you to it. Oh, she actually walked out normally this time. I guess I'll just wait for Akuto to come back. I can take a little look around here in the meantime. They have some interesting magazines. I've never seen most of these before. Vampire Weekly, Fang Outpost, Wired for the Nights. You can take a look at them if you want. No, sorry, I was just... Like I said, feel free to take a look at them. They're there for visitors to look at, after all. Oh, okay. Maybe a bit later. Whatever, do what you want. I have the next activity ready when you're through. I am ready, that is. What's the next activity? A backstage tour of sorts. I'm going to show you the process we go through before a blood donation. Oh, okay. We're going to be looking at blood and stuff. Are you going to be okay with this? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. You sure? I will. I was just caught off guard. Sorry, I really haven't done anything like this before. Yeah, I can get that. It's really nothing to be nervous about, though. Let me show you. This is where the blood donations happen. Huh? It doesn't look very clinical. Yeah, Marie wanted all the rooms here to look as inviting as possible, to make sure people could feel comfortable. We visited a bunch of other clinics in other areas before deciding the look for Tomato Clinic. Definitely makes me feel relaxed, at least. Guess it was worth the work we put into it then. What? Sorry, I didn't catch that. Nothing. Anyway, let me explain the process. How much do you know about blood donation? Not very much, honestly. I've only ever had blood tests, and that's about it. Okay, then I'll start at the beginning. First off, just to clear any possible misunderstandings, both Marie and I are certified to draw blood. All vampires working at the donation clinic are required to be certified, for both the regular human method and the vampire-assisted method. Regular human method probably means using a needle, but what's the vampire-assisted method? I'm guessing you don't know much about vampire things, right? No, sorry. Well, you've probably heard stupid stories about people getting pleasure from vampire bites. Yeah, I have. That's not how it works. Oh. Our fangs have a substance which is a natural anesthetic with a calming effect. They're also very sharp and pointy, so the wound left behind is very small. At blood donation clinics, the process is simple. Bite, then draw. Huh? First we bite to create a very small wound, then we use a needle to draw out the blood. God damn it, I keep hitting the wrong button. Oh, but why not just use a needle in the first place? Unfortunately, blood loses its nourishing qualities very quickly after leaving the body. That is, unless it's first stabilized by the substance in our fangs. While it'd be easier just to bite and suck blood from the source, we can't expect a human to always be available when a vampire gets hungry. It's where blood donation clinics come in. We draw blood and distribute it to vampires who need it. Oh, like a vampire food bank. Something like that, yeah. Everything makes sense so far? I think so. Before we actually draw the blood, though, we do health checks to make sure everything is okay. What kind of issues could there be? For example, maybe the person's blood is infected with something and they don't know. They might have recently taken medication that prevent them from donating. They might just be feeling sick and donating blood can make them feel worse. Huh. Once we've confirmed that everything is okay, then we start the blood donation process. The human gets comfortable on the couch and the vampire takes their arm. Arm, not neck? While it's true that it's easier to drink blood from the neck, since we're drawing the blood out through needles, it's easier to do it through the arm, like a regular blood donation. I guess that makes sense. One thing we make sure is very clear, though, is that it's okay to stop at any time. We'll always want to make sure both the human and the vampire are comfortable with everything. So if the human feels uncomfortable, we call it off. Same for if the vampire feels uncomfortable. Maybe you start feeling dizzy during the donation, or you just changed your mind. You don't need a reason. If somebody says stop, everything stops. We'll even give you a button you can press just in case you're anxious about saying it aloud. Wow, you're really prepared. Well, we're asking people to give their blood to us. We want to make sure we have their complete consent. Anyway, that's the end of the presentation. Hopefully you got a better idea of our blood donation process now. I think I do, thanks. Great, I'm going back to the cafe area to prep for the last activity. Could you wait here until I'm done? Got it. Cool. The blood donation process is a lot more complicated than I expected. ... I guess I should just wait here now, though, until Marie... Hello! What? There isn't even a door on that side of the room. Where on earth did you come from? Ah, that's a secret. Technically, this time is scheduled for a quiz, but since you've already passed the quiz, though, do you want to ask me some questions? Questions. Can people be turned into vampires? Can people be turned into vampires? No, that's absolutely not possible. Sorry, I knew that already. That's what it says in the books I've read before. It's just, people say that we can, right? Being a vampire isn't a disease. It's not contagious. We can't infect anyone with it. It's just one of these unfortunate myths that spread. Sorry for bringing it up. Don't apologize. I'll happily answer any questions like this if it means I can clear things up. Any more questions? How common are vampires as compared to humans? It really depends, honestly. Vampires tend to live in small communities. Lately, though, you have more vampires like Akuto and me moving to big cities and such. Now that humans know a bit more about vampires, it's easier for us to live among humans. Really, I've lived here my whole life, but I don't think I've seen more than a couple of vampires. I mean, you can't really tell we're vampires at first glance, right? If you're not looking too closely, we really just look like pale-skinned humans. Oh, that's true. You might actually know a couple of vampires without knowing it. I wonder if I do. Any other questions? Not right now. I'm okay for now, I think. Okay then, in that case, that's everything from me. Gakuto will let you know when he's ready, so just stay here. I wonder if there are secret passageways in this place. Nah, that'd be a bit much. I wonder how much longer Gakuto will be, though. Hey, Crafty Sheep, I'm done setting up. Let's go back to the cafe area. I guess I should follow him. Wait, what? It didn't look like this before. I mean, I said I was prepping, right? What is this for? An old vampire tradition, a blood tasting. Blood? Don't worry, I'm not actually going to make you drink blood. We're doing a human-friendly version with tomato juice. Then what? It's like humans have holidays, right? Yes. And for these holidays, you usually gather people together, right? Yeah, for family dinners and such. Well, vampires don't eat. Oh, right. So, what we usually do instead is have a blood tasting together. Humans share food, vampires share blood. Food's a big part of the human culture, right? I guess. blood fills the same role in vampire culture. But how does that... I'll explain, but first, I want you to check that you're okay with doing this. We're not using real blood, but the idea is we're going to pretend we are. Of course, even when we use actual blood, it's always blood that's drawn with consent. But if you don't want to do this activity, you don't have to. Are you cool with this? No, I want to try. It's okay, I want to try. To be honest, I do feel a bit nervous. Don't think I've done anything like blood tasting before. I'd still like to try, though, if it's okay. Came here to learn more about vampires, after all. If you'd let me participate in a bit of your culture, I'd be really happy. Sounds like we're okay, then. Now let me explain how blood tasting works. There's actually many different kinds with different steps. The one we're doing today is for when one vampire invites another to their household. It's meant to show hospitality as well as trust. Oh, sort of like serving drinks to a guest at a party? Well, it's usually a bit more formal than that. It'll be a vessel filled with blood, in this case tomato juice. The vampire who is hosting, in this case me, pours a glass for the guest. That would be me? Yeah, it's polite to serve the guest first. Next, the guest will return the favor and pour a glass for the host. The point is to show that they are honored to be a guest. Then both parties will take a sip, but just a small one. Next, the vampires clink their glasses together. Oh, they make a toast after they've already drunk? The idea is since they've already taken a sip, part of their self is left on the glass. And by clinking the glasses together, they're sharing that part of their self with the other party. Huh. Blood tasting is usually done when someone invites somebody over for the first time. It's a way of saying, I trust you in my home. Part of trusting somebody is entrusting them with yourself, so that's what a blood tasting is meant to show. That's really interesting. Finally, both vampires drink until the glass is empty without stopping. Again, this is meant to show trust. Not emptying the glass would show hesitation to accept the other vampire's offer of trust. Ooh, there's a lot of thought put into all the actions, huh? To be honest, I think most of the vampires don't really think that much about it. We just do blood tastings this way because that's how they've always been done. That sums up the steps, though. Are you ready to try? I think so. Okay, let's sit at the table, then. I'll pour you a glass. Okay, do you remember what to do next? Good job. The first step is returning the flavor and pouring a glass for your host. Okay, do you remember what to do next? Sip? Right, we each take a sip from the glass. Next, what do we do? Clank? Yep, we clank glasses as a sign of trust. Now what do we do last? Drink the whole glass. Right, we down the rest of our glasses. And that's it, a vampire's blood tasting. What did you think? Thank you for doing this with me. I'm really glad I had the chance to experience it. Though we used tomato juice, it was pretty much exactly how a blood tasting usually goes. I'm glad you seem to have enjoyed it. Huh? Nothing. Hopefully that was educational in some way or another. Anyway, that's the last activity, which means this is the end of the tour. Oh, that was quick. Could you head to reception? Marie should be waiting for you there. Okay, how about you, Gakuto? I'm just going to clean this up first. Got it. I'll see you later. Huh? Marie isn't here yet. Hi, Crafty Sheep. Hi, Marie. I came back here since our tour is over. Right, and thank you for taking part in our tour. You should have seen this as well when signing up, but at the end we have an optional blood donation. Oh right, I remember seeing that. Of course, this is only if you want to. You'll also have to pass our health check first. Today, both Gakuto and I are available for blood donations. Just let me know if you'd like to donate. And if you would who you'd like to draw your blood. Gakuto. I'd like Gakuto to draw my blood if that's okay. Of course, I'll take you to the lounge. You decided to do the blood donation then? I did. Well, I already explained this earlier, but first we'll do a health check to make sure everything is okay. Then we'll have you sit on this couch. I'll use my fangs to create a very small wound in your arm. Then I'll use a needle to draw out the blood. I'll keep you company until the blood donation's done. One thing I want to make sure you understand is you can ask me to stop at any time. Got it? Got it. If you want to stop, you can press this button. It'll let me know immediately and I'll stop the donation. If you're okay, we can start with the health check. Okay. It looks like everything's in order. We can start now if you're good. I'm good. I can start. Okay then, would you sit on the couch and give me your arm? Perfect. I'm going to use an antiseptic on your skin first. Okay, I'm going to bite and it's going to sting a little. If you feel uncomfortable, just tell me to stop. Okay, that's done. I'm going to put the needle in now. I'll be using this to draw blood out. Let me know if you want me to stop. Okay, the needle is in. It'll take about 10 minutes for enough blood to be drawn out. I'll keep you company until it's done. Thanks for doing this, by the way. Why are you thanking me? I know I wasn't exactly always polite today. Honestly, I wasn't really sure I even wanted to do these chores for humans. Humans haven't exactly been really kind to me. Oh. Being a vampire is already uncommon enough, but on top of that, I'm trans too, so it can be a lot. That sounds really tough. It can be. It's part of why I agreed to Marie's stupid plan. I didn't think there was really any point, but if I could get people to stop being so stupid about vampires, even just a little, thought maybe it'd be worth trying. You definitely helped me learn a lot about vampires, so I really appreciate this tour. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, the blood donation is finished. Already? Yeah, we're done. That's faster than I expected. I'm gonna leave you some juice and snacks. When you're done with them, feel okay to move. Come to the front. Got it. Just eat these biscuits then. Hi, Gakuto. You feeling okay? Yeah, I'm totally fine. Okay, take this pamphlet then. It has general information about what not to do after a blood donation. Got it, thanks. That's it for today then. Thanks for coming. Thanks for having me. I enjoyed the tour. Marie's thinking up some new tour ideas right now, so you can come back again if you want. What? I said you can come back again if you want. Oh, you wouldn't mind? Why would I? We can't run this clinic without visitors. That's true. But what I mean to say is, I wouldn't mind if you came back again. I enjoyed showing you around, too. Oh, then I'd definitely like to come back again. I'm looking forward to it then. Thank you for playing. That was adorable. I loved every moment of that. It was so cute. That was really cute. I'm sorry that it wasn't scary. It was under the horror category. I think it was. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know, but I loved it. It was really, really, really cute. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up down below. It helps the channel out, and it means a lot to me. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comments down below. I know nobody thought it was scary, but did you appreciate it, at least for what it was? Did you think it was cute? Is it too cute for my channel? Let me know in the comments down below. Or you can leave a horror game suggestion and I will try to get to it. But without further ado, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. You stay tuned and stay crafty. Until next time, bye!